Roller derby is a very simple game. The rules of the game are easy to understand and not laced with an excessive amount of complex terminology. Each team has 5 men and 5 women, although the sexes don't skate against each other. Every game has 8 12-minute periods with the men and women alternating on the track every period. And of course, there's a halftime break after the 4th period. The winner of the game is determined on the basis of points scored, but only certain players are eligible to score these points. 2 of the 5 skaters on each team wear striped helmets. They are called jammers. They are the offense and are designated as blockers. Their job is to contain and block and often demolish the jammers in any legal way possible. The 5th and final member of the team uses a black helmet and is called a pivot man. He also is eligible to score points, but in most cases he serves only as a playmaker and key blocker. So much for the personnel. Let's take a look now at how all these people actually perform in game conditions on the banked masonite track. And in the process, we'll be closely observing the action involved in scoring points. Each play is called a jam. Before the play can get started, the 10 skaters must get in equal position in a formation that's called the pack. And once that pack is formed, the referee blows his whistle and the exciting action begins. Jammers from each team try to jump out ahead of the pack, for their goal is to skate furiously around the track and come up behind the pack. Then, every time a jammer passes a member of the opposing team, he or she gets 1 point. It's possible, of course, to pass all 5 opponents, in which case the jammer picks up 5 points. But that's as difficult to achieve as hitting a grand slam home run. Naturally, the blockers are lurking back there at the rear of the pack to prevent the jammers from passing anybody. A variety of hip, elbow, shoulder, and body blocks are used. The jammers have only 60 seconds to circle and try and pick up their points. After that 1 minute ends, the pack is reformed and another jam begins. Here's veteran roller derby television network announcer Walt Harris describing a typical exercise in banked track excitement.
Here we go. The jam starts at Seaver on the outside for the Cardinals. Bomber kicked to get a man out. Silver tried to get off. Monty rode him onto the infield. The only jammer is Bobby Seaver, 13 for the Cardinals. Bobby Seaver pouring it on as he flies around that track. Cardinals now trail by 1. Bomber finally breaks away for the Bombers along with Julian Silva for the Bombers. Armstrong almost reached the infield, gave a whip that time. Monty back there to lead the charge, number 11. Seaver being blocked by O'Connell. Monty moving O'Connell. Shooting out of there. Seaver had his helmet off before. Did he have it off when it went by? He did not. He gets the point. Seaver lost his helmet for a minute. He popped forward without that helmet on. Fisher said he put it back on in time.